Coming to you live from the LPW studios, we proudly present Flashpoint with your host with the most, Lupo.
Welcome everyone! Welcome! Thank you all for being a part of our pilot episode with LPW Flashpoint, a brand new innovative program that we are introducing as part of our brand. We want to thank you all for joining us tonight. We have some big things for you. But first, let's get started with the important stuff. That's right, the LPW rankings, ladies and gentlemen. As of the LPW Thanksgiving Bash, Superior Legend KJ remains on top as world champion. We saw a new champion crowned in Marcus Awesome, and later on tonight we'll be speaking with none other than the workhorse champion, Tobias Gates, as well as his opponent Diamond Unbreakable Heart, as they talk about their next bout at TakeOver in the Oracle's Pit. We'll also be talking to former international champion, that's right, Rodney Merciless, live in the studio calling in from North Carolina. But first, we're going to turn our attention to my first guest, someone that I'm glad that we're going to have a little bit of the spotlight on. That's right, I'm talking about none other than TVW. Better known to you folks as Tyler Van West. This man here is essential to what we do every week on LPW. I want to thank him for his contributions in the ring as well as behind the scenes. Yes, that's right. He's an EVP here at LPW. I want to thank him for his contributions to the brand and how he's helped us grow, and we hope to see him in the near future. So let's get him on the line right now, if you don't mind. Let's see. Can you guys pull that up? You guys have to excuse us. We're trying to get a hold of his contact information. Like I said, this is our first episode. This is our pilot episode. And we want to thank you all for joining us. TVW is going to be calling in. And you guys, this man here is not only a wrestler and a locker room camaraderie, but a good friend of mine's. And oh, you guys got it? Okay, we managed to get some contact. We're gonna get him on the line now. Okay, let's see. But when he answers, so Tyler, now that people have got an idea of who you are, what can you say is next for you in your future? I'm sure he's gonna answer, and I'm sure he's watching. I told him. Oh, there he is.
True feelings.
Yeah.
2024, I will be retiring from wrestling.
Shut up.
In the ring.
No.
But I won't be retiring from wrestling completely.
Okay.
But before I retire,
yeah,
I gotta win that red strap. Cause
yeah, I already know.
Something that I helped draw.
Of course.
Something that I had crafted.
We did that. I remember
something that I helped have crafted.
Yes, sir.
I even made the stitching.
I recall that.
I even made a little bit of the stitching.
I remember.
The straps. Put a little bit of designs.
It was your baby. What was that?
But if I get a hold of that type, it's gonna look even cuter around.
I hear you.
I do have a person that I do want to go against.
Who's that?
And I want him this or next week or during the next takeover. I want him.
Name it.
Mark Awesome.
What? Oh, folks!
See me on that takeover.
Of course, holding the red strap.
Not because I hate you, but because I just want to fight. Or feel thrill again. Because it seems like I just lost the thrill again.
Well, I hope we can find it.
Anyway, well, enjoy your little time on your couch.
Oh,
lazy asses. Get off
New Year.
Ass and get in your car. Get to Planet Fitness.
Sponsored by.
Instead of getting your couch.
Tell them.
Something with your life. Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry about that, folks. Some of our guys in the back forget this is still TV-14 for the little ones that managed to sneak past curfew. Of course, we're coming to you late night. Of course, this Tuesday evening, almost close to midnight. But you know what? We stay not sleeping right here at LPW. We got to make the big bucks. And speaking of the big bucks, none other than Ronnie Merciless. That's right, my next guest. Oh, we got him. There we go, on the line. Hello. Oh.
How's it going, Lupo? I'm doing great.
Hey!
I'm tuning in from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, as you just said earlier. It's great to be here, and I'm excited for this interview.
We're glad to have you here, and I want to ask you, how does it feel having your brother fighting alongside the same competitors you fight week in and week out? And keep in mind, some of these guys have bad blood with you.
Me and Christian, we have that bond coming into the ring, knowing each other's every single step before we even make it. So being able to compete against these competitors that I have long competed against with other tag team partners, I feel like that there's just that chemistry that you can't have with anybody else. And I feel like that Christian is just one of those tag team partners that knows how to get the job done when the time has arrived.
Oh, as we've seen. You've captured LPW gold before. What plans do you have for you or your brother? Can we be seeing the South Kings holding the tag team straps anytime soon?
The plan is pure and simple. I feel like me and Christian both have the same goals to achieve. I know that he's going after the workhorse belt, and I myself am trying to go after the international belt that Conor Lagros is holding, which I will obtain again. But I feel like as a duo, I feel like we know that we can win the tag team gold, and that will come as soon as it's coming. Well, tag team championships in my history haven't been as generous as singles titles have been. As you know, I've been a role player when it comes to the belts. I've been a guy that's been building up other people and helping people out. But now I'm looking to win. I'm looking to hold some gold for a long time, and I'm looking to be as dominant as I have ever been.
Oh, yeah.
Over these past few months, me and Christian have been working in the backyard, practicing, yearning and turning, getting to know each other's every single move at every single time. Communication is key.
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. I want to thank you for calling in, and best of luck to anything you want to tell the fans at home watching week in and week out on LPW TV. I don't know if he heard me. We'll have to check in and see if...
Nah, man, I want to thank you for having me on. I've been wanting to speak to the people and, well, speak to you. I do have one request, though, down the line.
Yes, sir. Name it.
Book me more.
Oh,
I feel like I have a chance to show myself and show why I'm the man around here.
Yes, sir.
You don't understand what I'm capable of.
I do.
These past few times, I've taken many of losses, but now I feel like I'm on that groove to where I'm going to go on a winning streak.
Yes, sir.
These people know who I have been and who I will be.
That's right.
So get ready for a good time. Peace out, Rodney Merciless is out.
All right.
Yo, Chris, let's go.
Tell them I said what's up. You guys have a good night. Thank you for calling in to Flashpoint. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is just the beginning of what we have planned for tonight. And in what was supposed to be my next guest, unfortunately, quickly at last minute postponed. That's right. The guy formerly known as the Golden Flyer, Loco, has now declined. We want to wish him the best. We wish he changes his ways because things haven't been going for him ever since Tag Team Takeover and he betrayed his best friend. But we hope that he can get the best of help. Last we tried reaching out, he said, quote, "Look, I know I have been on this dry spell, but hell, I just got a bump in the road like the great wrestlers do. Trust me, Loco is making a comeback." Well, even if that were true, he has to take into account what's on the horizon. And what I'm referring to is the new blood, the new generation of LPW wrestlers rising up the rankings, making their way in LPW and cementing their legacy. That's right, none other than Unbreakable, Diamond Heart, and Tobias Gates. Both these gentlemen came in on a warpath, on a mission to cement their name among the greats. And by God, are they doing it. Putting on a banger of a match last week and looking to make history once again in the Oracle Pit next takeover. But now we're going to talk about what has made them come to this match coming up. The road to what was once best friends now have turned to bitter rivals. The once Tobias Gates and Diamond Unbreakable Heart duo have fought through countless promotions, rising up the indies to get their spot here at LPW, with Tobias Gates being even oh so lucky as to already have the opportunity of getting championship gold, taking out the likes of people like Brian El Loco, who we were supposed to speak to earlier, Tyler Van West, who we spoke to earlier, and not to mention the LPW Workhorse Champion, or former, I should say, Tyson Nitro. These guys have been, like I said, on a warpath, and it's been noticed and it has been showing, and that is why their names are on top of the rankings and why they are being shown on week in and week out. And we want to thank them for the contributions, and we're going to get them on the line shortly. But again, let's just take a moment to acknowledge their journey to what's gotten them here. And man, this match is going to be a banger. We hope that you guys can tune in. These two men are going to step in foot into the steel cage, but only one will come out crowned the Workhorse Champion, as Tobias Gates takes on his former friend, Diamond Unbreakable Heart. But we see how vicious Tobias could be inside the ring with weapons. And I'm sure, folks, you'll find out what happens when an unmovable object meets an unresistible force. And we heard what Tobias Gates had to tell the locker room. And if we go ahead and, can we play that? You can go ahead and pull that up for us. We heard what he said for the locker room, but for those of you who didn't, let's just go ahead and run that back. We will hear from the now LPW Workhorse Champion, Tobias Gates.
Let it be known, when this competitor comes out here and we inevitably fight, I will do anything to keep this very title. This is my livelihood. This is what I do. I will not falter. All I will do is flourish. So why don't you come out here, competitor, and say your shtick. I'm waiting.
Careful what you wish for.
The time is ticking.
Which ultimately led to the inevitable of calling out none other than the unbreakable Diamond Heart, who came out and confronted his former friend and gave him a piece of his mind, not only for himself, but I'm sure for the rest of the locker room, but cemented himself into that ring and made sure that his presence was known. As the Diamond Heart was in the building, the presence of the crowd erupted, as this man is just loved by the people, and loved by the people because of what he represents. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this man has been on a warpath. Like I said, he has been on a hot streak. He is the challenger. We're going to get to him first and foremost so we can get him situated. He's been on a hot streak, and many of his doubters say he didn't tap last week, but he also didn't put the LPW Workhorse Champion down within the time limits. What would you say to those doubters that say you can't get it done once again? Oh, we already have.
You damn right I've been on a hot streak, and I used that hot streak to spark my burning passion. When I first got here, I focused on slaying doubters. I've always been the unlikely decision. And to the doubters that's left, you better join the bandwagon while you still can. I'll break free from all limits, and I'll endure all deception, just to obtain the title that I proved to be from the very beginning, and that's the unbreakable workhorse.
What's up?
Being unbreakable isn't about not being phased and not cracking. It's about going through all that pain and refusing to let it break your spirit. I'll never fall, not because I'm some guy that gravity forgot, but because I'm the guy that gravity could never hold. The only
Let's
time you'll
go,
see me fall is when
people.
I'm
That's
on top
right.
of the cage. No, the top of the oracle's pit. I'll be falling down like a meteor to crack the oracle open and see what he is really made of. Then we'll see how godly you really are in the next 3 seconds.
Wow, great. Thank you for your perspective on this. I'm sure it's not an easy matter for you to discuss as a professional. And now we turn our ears to the LPW Workhorse Champion, Tobias Gates. Thank you first for taking your time, champ. What do you want to say to your opponent and his supporters who say this next match would just be the end of your tenure with the strap?
Do you want to know what I think about Diamond and his Unbreakables, those supporters of his? I think they believe this is the end of my reign as the Workhorse Champion. No, this isn't the end. Only I truly know when that time comes. This is only the next step on the path of fulfillment for the Oracle Supreme, Tobias Gates. Diamond, I hope you know when you didn't want to submit to your inevitable defeat that the consequences of your actions would come back to haunt you. As in this next match, I love to call an Oracle's Pit. You will finally meet your end in this journey. I hope you understand that I don't do this because I want to. It's only because I have to.
That definitely sounds very brutal, and to be honest, but thank you again for that, champ. And now I'm going to allow the both of you the option of speaking to your opponent before locking up once again, but this time inside the steel cage. Let's go ahead and start with the challenger.
Honestly,
Diamond Heart.
The only thing left I have to say is I just want to dedicate your defeat to my beloved mother. God rest her soul. I will show off the beautiful heart that she gave me.
That's right.
On the top of the world, in the Oracle's Pit. I'll see you there.
Hey, yo, Diamond. Why don't you just let your career die? Just like you let your mother die.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
In due time, Diamond.
No. Whoa.
In due time.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Don't let Diamond get back on there. That's it. Let's go ahead and cut this line. We're going to have to go ahead and take a second to cool down, folks. I'm already getting the waves. Oh, this is going to be a good one. You don't want to miss it. Next takeover. But for now, let's get to the commercials.
Scratch on it, you're gonna have 20 Mexicans at your house within the next hour. Yeah, man. Yo, I'm here. Lupo, you want to come to my house and open the door? Grateful. After everything I did, I carry this bitch on my back. You wanted to talk to the boss? The boss is at your front door, and you ain't opening it. So what? And for what? Get a good eye and see who carried it when it was all being give me a second. Mire, muchacho. Oye, stunning. See you. Hablamos ahorita. Let's get your big ass out of here and leave me to do my business. You want to? Oh, another one, another little man. You know what? What? You want to come see? I carried it on my shoulders when it was all being a big joke. Hold up, get this man out of here. It seems like you just a big old Apollo.
War Games.
War has been declared officially by those punks at the PWGP, and we're not going to take it anymore. That's right, we're opening the books. We're feeling generous this time of the year. We're opening the locker room for new blood looking to come into the fold, looking to showcase their talents on the LPW stage. Don't be afraid. Go ahead and scan and join the movement today. And now, folks, we come to a special part that I wanted to put in place when I had this show come into conception. And it was where we get phone calls from viewers and the audience members alike. But we're going to go ahead and try this time with a viewer that we have on the line calling out of New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back at it. I'm back at it, and that's right. I called in.
You guys didn't check this.
This is me, the super smooth one.
Go ahead and cut it.
You better not hang up.
Cut the line.
Talk to me right now.
Oh,
because you called it telling stories. You mentioned deals and going behind people's backs. So let's make that the theme of today's story.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Of all, the reason you think I made a deal behind your back is because you weren't in control of management in your own company. The fact that deals are going behind your back made your shows a lack of commitment from your part.
I had no shows before this. This was
you claim you got a little in return, but the truth is that without the super smooth rub, your claim to power wouldn't have been possible, homie. So let's just say I built Lupo. I built the Merc with a mic.
Get out of here.
I also built your company, man. I built LPW. So you want to claim that you stayed. Well, my brother, your decision wasn't made by you. You didn't decide to stay. I made that decision impossible for you. There's no world where LPW exists without planting his roots in PWGP. The fact of the matter is that you deserve all the credit in the world for what LPW has become today.
You're damn right.
But these marks may not know and or believe that, but without me and you both, we know that the mastermind behind LPW isn't the Merc with a mic. It's the super smooth one. With that being said, I urge you to not keep crying about having to fight for control in your own company and keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Because guess what? I went through the same war and I still stand here today ready for war games. You and all these other marks want to keep referencing the breakup of the mega powers of this business and how it negatively affected you and all the meanwhile claiming that the PWGP didn't create you, so the facts remain the same. You agreed to this deal. You knew the facts. You knew the terms. And they were clear as day. But your hazed-ass mind, smoking all that little whack-ass Zaza,
keep my Zaza out
you
your
didn't
mouth.
Comprehend. If you are here, if you're here now, then you're PWGP. And if you're against it, then again, it's war games.
Oh, you little bitch! Who do you think you are calling the pilot episode of Flashpoint with such disrespect? I hope you're ready. You wanted a war, Chico? Well, you got one. Because LPW team captain is none other than superior legend KJ. And since you're obviously a fan...
No. You said let's shoot from the hip, so let's do exactly that.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
LPW, what?
Me.
The current champion and team captain is the biggest sellout in car history. Your interim champions are the guys that are PWGP legends. I think it's fair to say you're a bootleg version of the PW.
Never on a
Let's just be honest. So you have your team captain be the man who's the more absent than title defenses that he has. Let's be honest. The man barely shows up. He never defends his title.
The man moves needles and brings in the viewers.
Fair and square. Plus, rep other companies more than underwear changes compared to the amount of times he's claimed to be part of the sorry-ass excuse-off rip-off of ECW, nowadays known as the land of legendary, prestigious losers of wrestling.
I'd rather be known as the ECW for my innovation than this generic brand of wrestling that you're trying to have. Just because you sell merchandise and you have TV deals doesn't make you God. It makes you the biggest sellout. You want to talk about sellouts? Well, let me tell you something about sellouts, Mr. Tiger Smooth. Where were you when all the sellouts were looking for you? Where are the disciples that you've tricked into your wickedness you left behind after WrestleMania? They're nowhere to be found. No one's complaining because you left, Tiger. They're complaining because you're back. They're complaining because you took what you said was going to be promised to them.
Each and every time, all I hear is freaking excuses after excuses after excuses. Well, I got 7 words. Who in the blue hell were you? You mentioned having the back of the locker room, but yet you did the same damn thing I did. Fucks with FCW, right? FSW, whatever the hell they were called. You decided to form a coup and a takeover. Wink, wink. But look at your stupid ass face now, looking like a straight up jackass accepting a promo battle with the voice of the voiceless. I am the one who's giving opportunities to those who didn't get it in the so-called top leagues. I was the one who built divisions around those who are out of work. I was the ones who built the divisions around those people who put in the work. Cheryl Diaz was born here. Colt Arthur was born here. Roddy fucking Merciless was born here. Corey, the triple champ, was born here. Mari, Godmo Dio, the PWGP undisputed world heavyweight champion, was born here. All at the PWGP. Tell me when I'm telling lies, and tell me who was born at the LPW. Let's just agree right now that you're regretting getting into the war with me, getting into a war as a mercenary versus a god.
You think I'm afraid of you, Tiger? You think I'm worried about what you have to say, or what you want to talk about the stars you made? Let's just talk about the people that you fucked over, the people that you screwed, the bridges that you've burned, the people that you've left behind, that you've disappointed, the ones that you left out on the curve while you came back because you wanted to have your for everyone to see, and everybody in the audience knows it. Everyone in the back of your locker room, in the back of my locker room knows it. Everyone in the IPW locker room knows it, and everyone watching PWG.
Don't cut us off. Don't cut us off the air. Don't cut us off the air. This stupid son of a bitch wants to talk crap, and then he wants to claim to be the top-notch merc with a mic. Nah, you're not a merc with a mic. You're a simp with a mic. Come to my show. Let's see us face to face. As a matter of fact, I can come to you right now. Turn the curtain. Let me in the building. Let me in the building. And let me get my hands on you, man. Let's see what's up. Let's see what you can do.
Come fucking swing it,
in the streets. Open the door. Don't cut me off the air. Don't cut me off the air.